to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie.
Alright, Pop. It's crazy right now.
This motherfucker doing. These things sweet now, cause I'm in here.
It's all good. You about to get out on bail.
Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker on him. Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh.
About all these lawsuits though, Pop.
Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry and shit. Check this out. Tell his light-skinned ass to go make a club appearance or something. Motherfucker, make some money. You 30 years old and shit. Pay your own fucking car. Damn.
Justin said, what should he do about his whip though?
Man, the fuck is you talking about? You don't see this shit I'm dealing with right now?
I know, Pop. I told this stupid
I
ass.
need to stay quiet.
Pop, I can rap though. You got attention right now.
Man, just do what the fuck I told you to do. And don't forget about the list. Make sure that shit is fucking signed.
Nobody's talking about the fact that old Kamala Harris has ties to the diddler in his Howard parties, where a lot of AKAs attended. Maybe they're all ordering pizza again.
I think the biggest name so far to come out is Jennifer Lopez. Absent a change in circumstances, the new judge isn't going to rule on it. I don't know, they may need some more talent, because guess what happens when you're sitting in jail? You start to question things. Just because the lawyer didn't get him out of jail doesn't mean that he's not doing everything he can do. And you're not treated differently because you're P. Diddler Combs. So we got a new judge, a new attempt at trying to get out, which is not going to work. He's probably just sitting in his cell, 6x8 cell, and just riding around on the back of a cockroach. The conditions aren't the greatest.
A lot of ladies, they
Right.
just, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta
right.
keep them there. I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
P. Diddy be wanting the body, and you gotta tell him no.
The child welfare come in here in 30 minutes, that's on y'all. My kid's downstairs. 15 minutes, the kids have to go.
Fucking dye in that beard than Diddy wear.
All right, that's enough.
I know.
That's enough.
I seen him. He shows me behind the curtain.
That's enough.
Put a note on it. You can edit
And I'm
that.
gonna tell you right now, me and Dub C ain't never been to a Diddy party, Nah, you ain't gotta worry about us on them motherfucking tapes.
It's on you, nephew. Take that top card. When I die, I want my last words to be, I did it.
Bruce Springsteen is campaigning tonight for Kamala Harris. Kind of the bro vote.
They're probably on the Epstein client list or on the Diddy list. That's probably why they're out there probably trying to camp.
As Diddy faces mounting legal troubles, Young Miami, his former flame, finds herself dragged into the spotlight. A new lawsuit filed by an anonymous woman, Jane Doe, has revealed disturbing details about Diddy's alleged AB from 2020 through July of this year. The lawsuit accuses him of non-consensual acts, drugging, and manipulation alongside claims of being monitored, and threatened Young Miami, real name Keisha Brown Lee, allegedly played a role in the scandal with the lawsuit, stating that she tortured women after discovering she was pregnant. Doe claims Miami pressured her to get an abortion, leading to a miscarriage, while Miami denied involvement and maintained she wasn't part of these events. This new revelation has fueled speculation about her role during Diddy's chaotic legal drama. Miami, who has spoken out in the past about her time with Diddy, insisted she never experienced crimes from him during their 2-year relationship. She previously addressed the accusations swirling around the disgraced mogul on her podcast, Paresha Please, explaining that her experience with Diddy was nothing like the horrors being reported. However, as new details emerge, many are not convinced, with social media users speculating that it's only a matter of time before Miami faces legal consequences herself. The accusations against Diddy are piling up, and as the lawsuit continues to unfold, Young Miami may have more to answer for as her connection to the scandal deans. Amid mounting pressure, she stands firm in her denial, but her involvement has cast a shadow over her rising career. Fans and critics alike are watching closely as the legal battles escalate. And while Young Miami finds a way to ditch the Diddy association, Diddy's legal team is ramping up efforts to secure his release from prison.
I really started looking to find fulfillment. These lies that say, hey, well, if you just get this, you'll be happy. And if you get this, you'll be happy. I think I really took a deep dive at the condition of my soul. I asked God, I said, if you're real, I need you to kind of show me. Rather than seeking after these other things, I just kind of started looking to God. I was worth saving, that I was worth dying on the cross for, that I was worth. I think that I've experienced so much in my short life, and stuff and girls, and I've had a lot of stuff that really left me empty. I've seen so much. I've experienced a lot of things that a lot of people would look and think that would bring such fulfillment.
Know that this guy right here is your biggest fan from the bad boy era. Party we do, anything we do is like, what up, Buffy and Mace? What up, Buffy and Mace? So you're gonna have to do one of those. No money, no problem. Anything with Mace in it. Anything with Mace in it.
Give me your top two. Mace, More Money, More Problem.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. How you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. I know so much on how you got where you are. You step on anybody to stay on the top. See, what's done in the dark will definitely come in the light. Keep your threats up. And what I got to say, I'm gonna say it. So don't make idle threats to me. The old school footage, I still have it. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
With his bail denied twice already, Diddy's attorney Alexander Shapiro filed a notice of intent to appeal on Monday, September 30. Shapiro is joined by high-profile trial lawyers Anthony Rico as the once powerful music mogul assembles a legal dream team to fight the grave charges against him. Diddy's arrest came on September 16 after authorities detained him at a Manhattan hotel. His 14-page indict unsealed the following day, painting a damning picture of just about every evil you can imagine, accused of orchestrating unthinkable acts involving male adult workers and female victims. Combs allegedly used drugs and intimidation to force women into these encounters, many of which were reportedly recorded without consent. The severity of the accusations and the evidence presented left no room for leniency, as both judges who reviewed his bail pleas expressed concerns about his potential threat to public safety.
All Jennifer Lopez had to do was marry a white boy, people to stop remembering that she had a gun in her pocketbook. That bullet came from the gun that was in her hand. And not once has she spoken up. She had gunshot residue on her hands the night that Natanya was shot. Betterment of that woman. Not once has she donated to her family or for her medical bills that she's still paying. She was afraid that maybe one day they would open the case and she still has the bullet fragments in her face, like J-Lo has said nothing or say something in her defense to stop Puffy from gaslighting her. You really thought that just running off and marrying Ben Affleck was going to take you out of the Diddy downfall? She sat there and cried like a baby. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. Benny Medina put her with that drunk white boy Sean Combs has done to their lives, and you're trying to avoid your part in the story or the fact that you never spoke up. What happens to Cassie if J-Lo had said something? The diddler back then. Because that situation happened in the late 90s. He didn't get with Cassie until 2009, 15 years after he was with Jennifer. Cassie would never have gone through what she's gone through about the that she suffered in a relationship with Sean Combs. J-Lo being a stand is Cassie not getting punted in a hallway.
He will find me.
3 months ago, a woman approaches Diddy and says, hey, this is going to make you look like a monster. We're going to be releasing a tell-all book about this woman's experience with Diddy over all the years. You don't want that book to get out there. You can buy the exclusive rights to it for $30 million. Catch and kill this book. It's not just stuff that makes for good print. These are civil claims that we can bring and we can win millions of dollars. Woman comes back with a lawyer. We're going to file a civil lawsuit against you. Diddy's team says, okay, bring the lawsuit. So after those things happened, a line of people came with stories. They bring the lawsuit and within like hours, it's settled for, surprise, surprise, $30 million. If she got 30 mil, what can I get off this guy? I was there, I saw this, I heard that. And that then led to a federal investigation.
Combs has been hit with a slew of new civil lawsuits, accusing him of 6 victims, one of them a 16-year-old boy. This seems like every day the scandal gets bigger and worse for him.
But we really are just getting to the beginning of everything. I want to be clear, the press and the media and the public at large is shocked by what's happened. There are a lot of people who have been named that have not been brought to heel. 65% of Americans no longer trust the mainstream media. The Diddy case is a perfect example as to why that is. And yet behind the scenes, everyone knew that this is what he was engaged in. This was an open secret in Hollywood. This man was allowed to be with every presidential candidate. He was allowed to throw parties. He was hailed as a hero. People at the upper echelons of society and politics knew about this and they were okay with it. Kanye last year said that he was a Fed and started speaking about some of these allegations. He was simply dismissed as crazy. He was acting a part like Jeffrey Epstein, in which he was collecting blackmail over various people that were in Hollywood. And I think also the silence of certain individuals like LeBron James is quite deafening. Although there are some more big names that are going to have to answer for.
In previous attempts to secure his release, his team proposed a $50 million bail bond and house arrest under strict monitoring, but the plan was rejected as insufficient now. As Combs prepares for his trial, his defense attorneys are working overtime to mount a robust strategy, hoping to sway the courts in his favor. Though Diddy remains focused on his legal battle, the scandal has rocked the entertainment world, with fans, former associations, and the public closely following his every move as this high-stakes case unfolds. But as Diddy's legal troubles continue to make headlines, Uncle Luke has recently appeared on the Stephen S. Smith Show to discuss Suge Knight's latest comments about the embattled mogul. Despite Suge being incarcerated, Uncle Luke noted his credibility, explaining that even from prison, Sue remains well-connected and informed about the industry. His insights, especially regarding Diddy's struggles, have only added fuel to the already growing scandal.
So I need to give you a massive flashing red warning here. And if you are triggered or upset, then this is definitely not the show for you tonight. She is going public with her name. The accuser is named Ashley Parham. She says that in February of 2018, she met a man named Shane Pierce at a bar. Shane FaceTimed Diddy outside on the sidewalk. And this is important. She says she believed that Diddy had something to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur. But Ashley Parham says that she told both Shane and Diddy on FaceTime that she wasn't impressed. Allegedly, Diddy warned her that she would pay for saying something like that. And the lawsuit says, quote, where she says this guy Shane invited her to come to his apartment. And defendant Shane offered her a glass of water, which he retrieved and brought back to the plaintiff. P. Diddy showed up with an entourage, including his top aide, Christina Coram. Parham says that Diddy was antagonistic from the start and that he put a knife to her face.
Get it all out. Get it all out. Get it all out.
Now his defense team is asking the federal judge to start revealing who his accusers are.
And now his attorneys say they want to know who the women are that are accusing him, as well as some men.
We have a lot of situations, especially in this arena, where we have accusers seemingly hiding behind a moniker. I have no reason to doubt her story. I have had her tell me this story multiple times.
The only civil settlement that we know of has been made to Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, for an unknown amount of money.
If anybody dares to attempt to contact, threaten, intimidate, hurt, that will be immediately reported.
Again, he has been named in 6 lawsuits. 4 of those filed so far are male accusers.
You know, men now, but in one case, a 16-year-old boy who says in 1998, when he was a teenager, found himself in an occasion to be alone with Diddy, he says, and he claims that Diddy basically, he went to a white party, he was invited, Diddy touched him and essentially called it a rite of passage to become a star in the music industry, you know, ranging from 1998 to October of 2021. And one guy says, hey, 2008, I find myself that he was pistol whipped by somebody who was with Diddy, and then that he was assaulted and raped. And
Combs, how you feeling?
Miss Combs. Miss Combs.
Mr. Combs is threatening her with a knife and makes her take off her clothes out of a bag, out of a fanny pack to be specific. And then he takes what she believes is some type of liquid substance and he squirts it at her. And she actually didn't specify even baby oil. She just said he just started squirting it at her. Then she realized that it was some type of lubricant or oil. That's when, after she was covered in this oil, that's when the began with Mr. Combs.
But as this scandal surrounding Diddy intensifies, others are coming into the fold. Ashton Kutcher, in particular, is finding himself grappling with regret over their long-standing friendship. Reports indicate that Kutcher, who had been close to Did for nearly 2 decades, is now filled with apprehension regarding the rapper's recent legal troubles as Diddy remains incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. The former Bet7 show star is reportedly concerned about the length to which Diddy might go to secure his freedom. Sources claim that Kutcher feels betrayed and manipulated, fearing that Diddy could turn against friends or acquaintances, even implicating others to lessen his own consequences. The ongoing investigation has led to speculation about the potential fallout for those connected to Diddy, and insiders suggest that Purr may be prepared to cooperate with authorities if approached.
History takes a look at a fascinating and frustrating case. 3 murders, an alleged serial killer on the run for nearly 2 decades, and a victim connected to Ashton Kutcher.
Someone jumped out of the bushes and stabbed 18-year-old Trisha Picaccio to death.
I woke up when I had a cup of coffee and I was going out to my van. When I saw it was her, I died right then and there.
Everybody was beside themselves.
A 22-year-old believed to be actor Ashton Kutcher's girlfriend is stabbed to death.
Trisha greatly resembled the other victims here in California.
They can't be malaria no more. Ashton's organization. Give it up for Ashton Kutcher one time. That's why we're here. The whole UN malaria no more. You know what I'm saying? Africa, and like, you know, your little infant child just gets bit by a mosquito and he dies.
I've seen video content, child that's the same age as mine. And that content was being spread around the web. That's my day job. And I'm sticking to it.
Okay, you guys are gonna be making out in this scene. And I'm like thinking like, wait, this is like, you know what's funny is when she was 14 when we started the show. I was like 19, right?
Right.
Slightly illegal,
say, that's
right?
probably your first kiss ever, right?
It was my first kiss. Where's someone bet you made with Danny about our first kiss?
What? No.
For $10.
You're making it sound like it was like really, okay, Dan, we had a little side bet going.
Our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over Punk'd because he was like, yo, can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually cycling through them. Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, there was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but I don't want to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation.
Diddy, Ashton, Neela, Demi Moore, Danny Masterson. There's so much to all of this. So Ashton and Mila have separated in preparation for all of the dirt that's about to surface involving Ashton at the Diddy parties.
But you know, I put it in God's hand. Guilty. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, it was a scary situation because you have 12 people who hold the fate of your life.
To write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years.
We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
So that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
And he came over and I was like, I'm going for a run. He's like, oh, I'll go for a run with you. And so he comes over to go for a run. You gotta slow down but make it look like you're not slowing down.
Because he had to
I don't want to look like I'm not gonna be able to finish this thing. And we finish out the run, and then he was so upset, and so he just started immediately training for the New York Marathon.
I like that. Bounce back.
I think it would clearly have an effect. I mean, we can't get inside their minds, of course, but that he is, not to speak out, not to get involved. And it certainly wouldn't be any surprise if the experience I had, that Kunis has told Ashton. This is based on one anonymous source, apparently, several years ago with the Danny Masterson situation would have an effect on that. It'd be surprising if it didn't.
I was throwing this party for the MTV Movie Awards. I invited everybody. Everybody was there. The Beckhams was there. And I remember it was Will Smith, Chris Rock, everybody that was moving and shaking and Holly. Beyonce was there. Jamie Foxx,
Ashton, Cameron Diaz.
I don't know what P. Diddy put in this drink. Yo, he's crazy as hell.
As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial.
He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
continuously called Puff. Does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him.
Soon you will all be happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
What is he talking about? Incense has gone off. When people say that to me, he says something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding. One time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
Our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over Punk'd because he was like, yo, can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, there was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but I don't want to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation.
This anxiety is exacerbated by Kutcher's recent resurfaced interview on Hot Ones, where he notably sidestepped questions about Diddy's infamous party, raising eyebrows among fans and prompting speculation about his own involvement as Diddy's legal woes. Mount the music mogul's third appeal for bail is underway as his legal team assembles what they describe as a dream team of defense attorneys. The public eager awaits Diddy's upcoming court appearance, where the outcome could further entangle those close to him, including Kutcher. The relationship between Kutcher and Diddy, once filled with camaraderie and shared experiences, now hangs in the balance as the ramifications of Diddy's alleged actions ripple through their social circles. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.